Step. 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 Step.
Today in Washington, D.C., a group called Patriot Front marched on the Capitol in what they're calling Reclaim America. And just by looking at this, it just doesn't seem genuine whatsoever, because you're seeing them all dressed in the same uniform with shields and flags marching through the Capitol, or marching to the Capitol, and later on at night, they're
justice in the hands of a depressed Jewish
having a speech in front of the building, the Capitol building, which just looks like a photo op of a really bad TV show on the CW where they're obviously the evil villains. And then later in the evening, they saw a video of them actually being loaded in the back of a U-Haul, which really makes me think that there's no way this is real right now, because if they're being loaded in the U-Haul, that means that there's a staging area somewhere else for them to get masked up, to get uniforms, to get shields and everything. And I can't imagine a group of people that love America thinking, yeah, let's do this right now. Because if you look on Twitter right now, what's trending is Patriot Front, but it's also trending along with the word feds. So people think that, yeah, this might be like that other rally over outside the Capitol where people are saying, oh, justice for the people on January 6th, and then this group of fine gentlemen showed up, where it just doesn't look like this is. They obviously look like they're part of a alphabet organization.
Investigators have been trying to obtain documents about those arrests for months.
We wanted to know what police learned about their coordinated presence in Coeur d'Alene and what their plans were. After multiple requests, we received a redacted copy from the Kootenai County Clerk's office, and here's what we found.
A 911 call came in from a concerned citizen saying a large group of about 20 individuals had been seen getting into the cargo area of a U-Haul truck in the parking lot of the Spring Hill Suites. The caller reported them as wearing masks, dressed in similar clothing, and equipped with shields, saying they looked like a little army. We also now know from these documents one of the individuals in the parking lot of the hotel was also believed to be communicating with another man in a red Camry using a two-way radio. Police say it further indicated an organized and pre-planned event. Multiple officers responded to pull over the U-Haul. When they opened the rear door, 31 men were detained on the side of the road. Creme 2's Kyle Simchuk tweeted out this now viral video of their arrest. Police also say in the back of the U-Haul they found metal shields, flags on abnormally long metal poles, and at least one smoke grenade. Many of the suspects were wearing face masks, shin guards, and other protective gear. And officers say it was similar in nature to law enforcement riot control equipment, indicating, quote, an intent to use violence or the threat of violence to disturb the public peace. Several suspects were also wearing Patriot Front patches on their clothing, and we now know one man, identified as Thomas Rousseau, the leader and founder of Patriot Front, was also carrying documents outlining call locations, primary checkpoints, and drill times, as well as GPS coordinates for a drop point with 2 backup plans. These new documents reveal there were references to using smoke at the discretion of a column coordinator and an exit strategy once a confrontational dynamic had been established. Investigators state this recovered operational plan further indicated the confrontational intentions of the group to antagonize and cause disorder.
I covered the video about that rally where it just seemed like it was a distraction for something else, because it was like it was like 9 to 6. For every person that showed up actually for the protest, there was like 9 members of the press and also people that looked like this over there, which didn't seem genuine. And you knew that before, where there was other hoaxes where they put together people dressed like somebody that would be scary, but it was only for somebody when they were campaigning against Glenn Youngkin. They paid their own people from, I believe it was, I'm forgetting the organization right now, but a Democrat organization paid for these people to come together to make it look like there was, scary bad people from the other side. And it's like, we know there's protests going on in the world right now. Like what's happening in New York City against the mandates. Like this is what a protest looks like, because they're not in some uniform, all in lockstep and everything with just matching flags and shields. You see this over here where they even have flags, but it's not like the matching way over in Genoa where they're protesting the mandates over there. You're seeing another protest over in Denmark, protesting the mandates. They have drums and also masks just like the Patriot Front group, but it doesn't look like that. They're all just kind of dressed in black. You're looking over in Austria, where they're also protesting, and it's like, yes, they have torches, and they have, you know, scary torches and the signs, but it just doesn't look like the way they're protesting another group. And you're also seeing this group over in Vienna today, also protesting, which is all these protests over in, drums and flags and everything, but all these protests all across Europe because it's Saturday and that's when usually the protests are occurring, but it looks nothing like this right now. And what I really think they're trying to do is make you think that there is a group of just Americans that love America, that want patriotism back, that they have a group called Patriot Front and they want to reclaim America, and I just can't imagine that target demographic they want you to think is joining this group is someone that's going to march like this with the drums and the flags and everything. It just seems like, who would be the group that they're targeting?
We forgot the blood and sweat and toil, for ne'er were we a melting pot, for ours is blood and soil. For ours is blood and soil, my sons, for ours is blood and soil. When our great race there be replaced, for ours is blood and soil.
Who would be the group that they're targeting? Would it be like ex-military guys that love America? And I just think of every single person I know from the military, where they retired or they're done with it, whether they're retired or they're actually active, is absolutely zero of them, in my opinion, would think, okay, I'm in the military, I'm up to like the rank of corporal or sergeant right now, let me restart in a non-paid for, non-armed group of just regular people, and let me be at the very bottom level again and answer to some guy that's probably going to do some serious jail time at some point in time. Because I just think of, why would you sign up for this? Why would you look at what happened over to the people on January 6th at protests and are all serving long jail sentences? Why would you think to yourself, yeah, I'm in the military and I did something for my country, let me rejoin a lesser, like, quasi-military organization that's even lower than them and also probably do some long jail? Like, it makes zero sense to me makes zero sense to me that this would be real.
You're gonna stand out there and be a watch, okay? Yeah. Okay. You guys are gonna start putting stencils on this rectangle, okay?
Okay, let's do more stencils than just that. Let's do alternating so that.
Make sure this way.
Let's get that one. Make it blue. Yeah, beautiful. A little further over. That should be good. All right, Chief. Thank you.
Someone want to help us hold these snaps over just a little bit?
Want me to?
Yeah, here.
You look at this almost like bad television show video they recorded in the back of a U-Haul, and just listen to this guy right now.
This is Luca Corgiot with Media to Rise, kicking off the live updates for today. We are currently in the back of a box truck. There is a caravan of box trucks heading to Washington, D.C., where Patriot Front is going to be marching, demonstrating, and giving some speeches from Thomas Rousseau. Reclaim America! Reclaim America!
And the radio has Reclaim America, Patriot Front, which I guess, and then the idea that they're chanting something all in unison and throwing up arm gestures, it just looks like the villains out of a Marvel movie or like a terrible television sitcom. It's just crazy to me, because if you look at the video where they're marching during the daylight, it's just, they have the flags, they have the drums, some of them have a little bit of body armor, but they, like, I just can't imagine you could get that many people to wear combat boots, khakis, a navy blue bomber with the logo on the side. Like, what organization is this, and what crappy cinematography we're looking at right now? Because look at them, where they have the main character with his cowboy hat on, that he's going up there surrounded by his supporters. it's just crazy to me as they march on the Capitol building, and then you see them walking down the street with actually a police escort because you have a cop blocking traffic on the side so they can march more safely.
1, go.
Listen to them over outside the Capitol building and what he's going to say, because he's going to say something really weird about this.
Evil justice in the hands of a tempestuous mob of would-be warlords and useful idiots.
So he says, appoint me warlords, and something else I couldn't make out, but just this group right here, it doesn't look real, and it almost looks like what you had with the HBO's The Watchmen. And I haven't seen this television show, but I saw some footage of it, and it's just like, yes, the police started to wear the masks and the uniform, and it just says, you know, you have your superhero characters that are dressed however they want as individuals, but the NPC characters in the background all have to wear the same outfit with a white neck gaiter or white ski mask with the rest of the uniform. It just doesn't seem real to me, but you see them marching off into the evening with the police escort, the drums, the mask, and it just... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are going to be the future leaders of America after they take over everybody, because shields and flags do the trick in today's America. But it's crazy that I don't believe they thought that this was going to be recorded. But you have this video from Zachary Padrizzo where at the end of the night they all got loaded into U-Hauls, all in line, and had the shields to block off the way, and they're very it just doesn't make any sense to me, because you have the other video where a second U-Haul came to pick them up later on. And it's just like, yes, let's all jump in the back of the U-Haul because that's something we naturally do or whatever. And this is what people that aren't being compensated for their day oftentimes do in their free time with a police escort. And it's just like, I don't think they thought this was actually going to be seen. And
Ten seconds.
Ooh, you alright?
Time.
Good fight, man, good fight.